So oh yeah. So all right, you talk about how difficult it was and whatnot. Getting acquainted with the European style of play. When did it, or what made it click to you? Like, yo, the way we play in America is just not going to rock here. If I want to make money here, like when did it finally click inside that?
It was more so like, if I could incorporate my isolation basketball, because at the time I was very, very heavy based isolation player. So I'm like, if I can combine the European style of play, just with being technical with certain things, and my American style, I think I got something. Like, I'll be straight. Like, so for me, the main thing for me was, how do I incorporate how I play, my swag and my killer instinct, in their kind of style, systematic, depending on where you at, what country you in. How can I combine the two to when to play ISO more, or when to kind of be more team oriented and stuff like that. So I was real big on that part of it. So I'm like, I gotta figure out how to be a scorer and be dominant without being so much on the ball and so much taking 50,000 million dribbles and being just so dominant with the ball. I could be dominant, just moving without the ball, like back cutting and doing simple things, catching and shooting, pump fake, just keeping the game simple. So I was like, how can I keep the game simple and still be efficient and things like that? So just over time, just understanding what I want. One thing with me, bro, I always knew what I wanted from a very, very young age, bro. Like, I feel like I thank God for that too, because a lot of people don't know what they want until later on. I always knew what I wanted from the time I started. You know what I'm saying? That was to be successful at this. In what way, I don't know, but I wanted to be successful at this. So for me, that was kind of like how I looked at it. Like, all right, my freshman year, my rookie year, it was cool, little bumps. But my sophomore year, my second year, I took a lot from my rookie year. So let me continue to build and grow from what I learned then, and just try to keep building each and every single year.
Right. Got you. I have read that during your second year you played for Rosa in Poland, but you ended in Athens. How did that happen? Like, it was a bio situation?
Yeah. So for me, my mentality was, I'm going to buy my way out my contract. That's the level of play I want to be playing at. Yeah. Just so where I'm playing so well, a team want to come, let me get them. Boom, boom. We, coming up. So that year, I was playing BCL. First time playing twice a week. Latvia was once a week, just the weekend. So I was playing twice a week. So I told myself, I'm going to average a dub. Like, that's my mentality. I don't care if we lose every game, but you're going to know who I am, though. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mentality. I averaged a dub that year, led the entire league in scoring, but we was one of the whack teams. But they'll pin that. They'll tag you with he's a great scorer, but of course he's on a losing team. So they not going to respect it. I'm already knowing, but I still got to score to get the recognition. So maybe I'll get a chance to. And then we played Ike. Played against Delroy. Good friend, my boy Delroy James. Cooked up on them twice in the regular season. And then once the playoffs was about to start, they contacted my people and said, yo, let's buy him out. We trying to get him. But my Poland team made it hard for me to leave because they didn't want me to leave. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, nah. So my agent like, but they giving us this, like, we got to make something work. So my Polish team like, nah, he don't want to leave. So my agent like, yo, tell him you want to leave and you want to blah, blah, blah. So long story short, they was making it so difficult for me to leave. I told my agent, said, listen, bro, I don't want to leave no more. Like, they making it difficult for me to leave. Like, what if I leave and it's not always green on the other side? Like, so he giving me the pros and cons of everything. He like, man, if you really believe yourself, you wouldn't even think like that. And this is a good situation you could be walking into, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, I ended up leaving. It worked out. The team was mad. The Polish team was mad, but ended up working out. I went to go play, with Dale and stuff. Came up the pond. And that was my first Serbian coach. He was like, look, like, I love your game. I want you to come in, come with the bench, and be you. He was like, who? Be who you are. I'm not going to start you, though. But when you come with this bench, we need someone to come to the bench and keep us rolling.
That's the offense.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need that. We missing that. I said, say no more. Like, first game, came to the bench. cooking, bro. Like was getting to it, and we went on to win the chip that year in BCL. And from there, it kind of like that's when it kind of. I don't want to say click, but it was like.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that. Like, do it.
You got the Greek Cup too.
You got the Greek Cup that year. I got the Greek Cup my second game. I got the Greek Cup.
That's big. That's big.
Yeah, I had 14 that game too.
The Greek Cup is the domestic.
Yup,
joint, right?
yup. It's like the middle of the season joint.
Got you.
Played against Olympiacos.
They could all. I was about to ask. They all compete for that too.
Yup.
Panna and
Everybody.
Got you.
Everybody.
Got you.
Yep.
So now at the end of this year, now I mean you win a BCL title. You get bought out of a contract. Like these are all the things that like signify. Yo, this dude probably gonna be here to stay in this continent. Did you start to feel that way about yourself? Like,
nah, not yet. I was still, with me, I'm real big on living in the moment. Sometimes I really don't realize what I be doing. Still to this day, I really don't realize some of the things I've done, just because I don't really just read into all that. I'm still in the moment. I'm trying to get better every day. So a lot of times I really don't realize what I do. So in that moment, I understand what's going on, obviously, but I'm not caught up in it. I'm trying to like, how can I keep getting better? So that was my mentality. Like at that point, I was talking to a lot of other agents. They were trying to hit my line, give me the switch, saying, "Oh, you should be a EuroLeague player. I think you're a EuroLeague player." But my agent told me, he was like, "Listen, like if you make the jump too quick, you'll blow it. Like a lot of dudes make the jump too quick, and they get into a situation that's not right, and then it don't work out, and then they out." So he was like, yo, play another year, BCL, Euro Cup, kill that, establish yourself even more. So when you get to that level, you establish with who you are, and now the play they getting, that's what they get. Ain't no changing them. And so he was like, yo, take this Italian job. I got an Italian deal for you. Take this BCL, and we gonna keep rocking. I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, this is my first job where I'm coming in at a good club, starting. I got some nice little breads. It's the first time I got some nice little breads. It's like, all right, like, first time when I get paid and I pay bills or I pay for something, my money not changing. You know what I'm saying? How you get? It's the first time in my career. I'm just like, I'm starting to like, all right, like I just bought this, that, and like I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, so starting to feel good about myself as a man. Like, forget the basketball part. It's like, I kind of feel good about myself. So that part started kicking in, and then from there I'm just like, I gotta keep working, like, cause I know I want to get to a EuroLeague level. You know what I'm saying? So
they even gave you some hell of advice right now.
Nah, for sure. That's why to this day, like, I feel like I got one of the best managements in the world, cause they taught me a lot of this. Like I didn't have nobody to teach me a lot of it because I was new to it and I didn't have people close to me in it. So they taught me a lot of how this game go. Like, and I feel like a lot of agents don't teach their clients, but granted to me, I asked too. It's like I'm trying to figure out a lot of this. Like, why is this like this? Why is this dude going here when he better than that? And nah, he chasing some money, but not knowing like, bro, if you chase an extra 200 in the long run, you gonna miss. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the longevity and the vision you got to try to have for, let's say, 6 seasons down the line where you got $2 million in the bank, but you stay here for extra $300,000, which is great money. Yeah. But you wasn't thinking bigger picture. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So my agent he drilled that in me all the time, just with having that kind of mindset and stuff like that. So.
Now that's a lot of game that he was giving you, man. I ain't even gonna hold you up.